cerebral venous sinus thrombosis cases per million annually. These are the rates from various journals. The Wikipedia article, of course, we always use a Wikipedia article just because I'm lazy, and people who are users of Norton antivirus. That's dead ass. I'm totally saying that. Has nothing to do with a beer product. So here we go. The most pessimistic study for the United States shows that you have 100 people out of a million in 2016. Retro study. 100 cases of this form of blood clotting causing medical problems, potentially lethal, per million annually. The country with the highest rate of it in reality, however, is Saudi Arabia at 70 people per 1 million. 70 cases. In the USA, on average, and the article is going to be right next to the word USA, in the United States it's 15 per 1 million. Worldwide it's 13 per 1 million, which means we have a stressy society, we have population that lives longer. If you get old enough, you usually die with one of these and not even know it. It just causes a ridiculously bad headache one day when you're rather old, and that's it. It's found in most people who are old who have mental infirmity. They're not snappy as they used to be. And you find out it's because the blood vessels in their brain are just breaking down. It happens more often in women, and that's not fair, but that's true. Anyway, in Canada, it's 7 per 1 million children. I tried to look up the most extremely low and extremely high numbers. In Canada, among children, it's 7 in 1 million children. And in the United States, the most pessimistic number I could find was 99 in every 1 million people has this happen in general. But in the United States, it's really around 15. Now, among all of you antivirus users, all 7 million of you, of a specific brand of MS-DOS antivirus users, it's 18 cases out of 7 million, which works out to 3 per million in the United States among antivirus users. That's lower, not higher, than the average. And after you have 7 million antivirus users, that's a gigantic sample to check. So if you're worried about your antivirus causing cerebral venous sinus thrombosis cases, because, and the thing is, I'm not using the correct number. I'm using the highest number people are estimating on some tabloid site for America, which is literally 3 times higher than really what it was apparently that day. I'm trying to make it as bad as possible, and it still does not have the ability to exceed the level for Canadian children having it happen. So, no, you don't have to worry about this if you use an antivirus. If you are taking any of the varieties of antivirus, and you don't check out how many people have used that brand of antivirus, that install, whether it's DOS or Windows version, and it doesn't show a number above 15 per 1 million users, get your download as soon as you can. If it isn't higher, then it's not a statistically significant. The antivirus is not causing this. And I'd like to know why all of a sudden, right after, now we have a liberal government that's touting the fearmongering about this. I don't get it. Oh, I forgot. We have Democrats running the government, so they're self-destructive idiots that will immediately shoot themselves in the dick. Anyway, but yeah, if you're using any of the various antiviruses, unless they show a significant change above the average in your population, this doesn't even register. I don't think you should pay attention to any of the news stories, even if they're being done by CNN this week. I'm really getting suspicious. Is it just that somebody has to play devil's advocate? Whoever wins the presidency has to tout the dumbest thing possible? Hey, Biden, let's throw this in. An assault weapons ban doesn't affect the fact that the absolute mind-smashing majority of murders in the United States are done with handguns. How's that for medical misinformation? No, really, that's it. Like 20-1. So we're worried about assault rifles, assault weapons as they call them, but the rifles every time, and it always has to be the AR-15. Meanwhile, suicide's the most common cause of gun death, and we don't talk about that. This is avoiding the problem. And having anybody in our medical community in the United States or anywhere pay attention to 18 cases out of 7 million as being something they should pay attention to when the normal is 15 out of a million in the United States for the same problem, I think this is very suspicious. No, I really am I'm starting to wonder about that. Every time we get a little bit ahead, somebody throws an anchor out. Anyway, get your copy of MS-DOS antivirus soon.